Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. I think we had a great discussion there that last half hour with Mr. D.A. King concerning immigration. And, I like the way he put it. We need to be critical of our lawmakers, and we need to hold them accountable, but that does not mean we've totally turned on them. And I, for one, if you're just joining us at 9 o'clock this morning, a little after 9, I told you, I was very clear with you Thursday that I was very disappointed. And I like what Mr. King said. Last week there was a third option, a one week spending resolution. And that would have given the American people an opportunity to see what was in that 1,100 pages. And I think by this week it would be a whole different, the American people would have a whole different view of a government shutdown. So I do agree with that. I like what he had to say there. Now, moving right along, okay, let's tell people how they can get connected to the show. Here's our phone number, 706-889-9700, right there. That's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week phone number, and our email address, and all the ways you can watch on social media. All right, let's look at the Twitter deck, and I want to go here before I get carried away. All right, the President of the United States, let's hear what he has to say. After 2 years and interviewing more than 200 witnesses, the Senate Intelligence Committee has not discovered any direct evidence of conspiracy between Trump campaign and Russia. And that's President tweeted that out. Wow, so many lies by now disgraced acting FBI Director Andy McCabe. He was fired for lying, and now his story gets even more deranged. He and Rod Rosenstein, who was hired by Jeff Sessions, another beauty, looked like they were planning a very illegal act and got caught. The president continues on and says, there is a lot of explaining to do to the millions of people who had just elected a president who they really like and who had done a great job for them with the military, vets, economy, and so much more. This was illegal and treasonous. Insurance policy in full action. Okay? And the last one the president tweeted out 42 minutes ago, this was an illegal coup attempt on the President of the United States, Dan Bongino on Fox and Friends. True. Okay, so what he is talking about for the most part, and let's go back here. There's two pictures I want to show you. Andy McCabe, number 6. All right, let's go back to number 6, as I had it. All right. And then there is the stunned number 7, Scott Pelley. I mean, I should start doing the entire show like this. So, what you were saying? And here's a little clip. I mean, I'm not playing anything from, not playing clips from last night, but here's a little something. Okay. McCabe said he's a lifelong Republican, but he did not vote in this last election. He just didn't vote at all. I believe that's a lie. Okay. Now, if McCabe claims, go back to number 6, that he is a lifelong Republican, just didn't vote in the last election, why did Jill McCabe run for Virginia State Senate as a Democrat, along with support from Terry McAuliffe that used Hillary Clinton for a fundraiser and accepted $500,000 to $600,000, if not more, in funds from a Hillary Clinton, Terry McAuliffe Democrat machine, corruption, the deep state, for her state Senate bid in Virginia as a Democrat, if he's a lifelong Republican. I mean, they did everything to sell this lifelong Republican. People were shocked we had lost our leader, he said about Comey. The next day after the president's meeting, I decided immediately we had to do this. Why would a president do that? Inappropriate, now listen, this is what he said, an inappropriate relationship and connection with our most fearsome enemy, Russia. Now go back to number 7. So he says that an inappropriate, what caused you to do this? An inappropriate relationship, a possible connection with our most fearsome enemy, Russia. And Scott Pelley said back and says, "Are you saying? Did you see that? Like, are you saying? What are you saying? Are you saying the president is in league with Vladimir Putin? What are you saying?" It was disgusting. Rod Rosenstein offered to wear a wire. I never get checked. They discussed the 25th Amendment. Okay. And here's the thing. All right. I always love, let's just say not when I catch them in their rigged interviews, but when no matter who watches this will catch them. Now here's Scott Pelley. And Scott Pelley says, "You seem to have a very clear memory of all of these events. You seem to be able to recall them in detail. You seem to know exactly what was said. Yes, I'm just saying, you seem to have this awesome memory in great detail. And how do you do that? Memos. Oh, because you're trained that anytime you are with somebody as an FBI agent, to immediately do a memo. You remember when James Comey gave his memos to the Columbian professor to have published in the New York Times, whatever it was. Remember that? Where are your memos now? Robert Mueller has my memos. Oh man. So it is, I mean, enough on this right here. Number 9, they put out a statement. The White House, Andrew McCabe was fired in disgrace from the FBI for lying, and he opened a completely baseless investigation into the president. Everyone knows he has no credibility. That came from Sarah Sanders. Now, McCabe leaked a story from internal documents of the FBI, and then lied to Congress when they asked him if he is the one that did the leak. He lied. Okay? Let me just say what McCabe did. Others are facing jail time. Others are in trouble and facing, the judge. And why McCabe is even able to sit there and do what he did after lying to Congress and only getting fired, I don't understand. Go to number 8. I don't know that I can read this. This is from the Department of Justice, but this is the comment as a specific portion, as to specific portions of this interview provided to us by 60 Minutes in advance. We again reject Mr. McCabe's recitation of events as inaccurate and factually incorrect. They say he's factually incorrect. The Deputy Attorney General never authorized any recording that Mr. McCabe refers as to Deputy Attorney General previously has stated. Based on his personal dealings with the President, there is no basis to invoke the 25th Amendment, nor was the DAG in a position to consider invoking 25th Amendment. Finally, the Deputy Attorney General never spoke to Mr. McCabe about appointing a special counsel. The Deputy Attorney General, in fact, appointed Special Counsel Mueller and directed that Mr. McCabe be removed from participating in the investigation. Subsequent to the removal, DOJ's Inspector General found that Mr. McCabe did not tell the truth to federal authorities on multiple occasions, leading to his termination by the FBI. Didn't tell the truth on multiple occasions. I tell you what, Roger Stone, Manafort, I understand. There's those damn Ukrainians. Flynn, Papadopoulos, the list goes on. I'm surprised that McCabe is actually out and he's not in prison after he did not tell the truth to federal authorities on multiple occasions, okay? So McCabe is a liar. Now there's only one person here. Here he is, number 23. Now I'm going to say, down to the point right now of the House of Representatives. Now I'm not putting Jim Jordan in there, but the actual committee that has the power to do something, this is our guy right now. McCabe details Rosenstein offered to wear a wire. This is Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham is our guy, folks. I mean, that's where we're at here. Let me find, I had another photo here I was going to show. Go to number 29. Search for the truth. So on Face the Nation yesterday, Lindsey Graham's comments, search for the truth. Now, I know, take a minute, pinch yourself. Just grab a little pinch there. Yes, this is our guy. Search for the truth. Because somebody is lying. And a lot of stuff happened that we deserve as the American people to know the truth. Did Andy McCabe sit in meetings? Now, I know, number 7, real quick, I think my memory's right. I'm sorry to jump around. Where was Scott Pelley when where was he? But if you're saying all of this, what about those text messages with Peter Strzok and Lisa Page that imply they were sitting in your office one day and you guys were talking about an insurance policy? What was that insurance policy? Was it Geico? Was it the General to save some time? Could you elaborate on the insurance policy? Where were all those tough questions? Peter Strzok and you, how long did you two work together? How many investigations of the Clintons were both of you involved in at any time? What was the insurance policy? I'm taken back by that. I'm just blown away. No, Scott never got there. Well, there was a whole side of McCabe and Peter Strzok and Bruce Orr and Nellie Orr and Fusion GP. There was a whole side of this thing that Scott never got to. In fact, there was the part, remember, where he said, I was concerned there was an inappropriate relationship and a connection to our most ferocious enemy, Russia. And Scott said, are you saying the president is in a league with Vladimir Putin? Are you saying that? Or should he said, are you saying Bill Clinton took $500,000 for a speech? Are you saying uranium won in the Russians? Are you saying hundreds, maybe $150 million from Russia went into the Clinton Foundation? What are you saying? See, we see through it. Now go back to what number? Go back to 29. This is our guy. Search for the truth. I know. I know. I'm as shocked as you are. This is Lindsey Graham. He said yesterday on Face the Nation. Now, this guy is the chair of the Senate Judicial Committee. He has the power, because Republicans still hold that committee, to subpoena these two. And the American people need to see and hear from Andy McCabe and Rod Rosenstein, and the questions need asked. What about the wire? Who's telling the truth? We need to know we need to know in the meeting that McCabe claims. We need to know, did they actually do a chalkboard of cabinet members and check off the ones that they thought would go with them on the 25th Amendment? Did they do maybe, this one maybe, we're going to have to work on this one definitely no. We need to know. We need to search for the truth. But folks, believe it or not, our search for the truth is this man right here, Lindsey Graham. I'm going to take a break, come back. I got some other things I want to cover really quick before we close our show today.